This is viscera of female reproductive organs. Here, this is uterus with vagina, a pair of ovary, one on each side, a pair of fallopian tube, one on each side. Here also present urinary bladder and rectum. Now anatomical position. Fundus of the uterus is convex, dome-shaped and directed forwards and slightly downwards. Concavity of the uterus directed forwards. Upper two-thirds of the anterior surface of uterus is smooth, shiny because upper two-thirds of anterior surface is covered by peritoneum. Now identification. This is fallopian tube or uterine tube or oviduct. It has four parts: intramural part, which lies within the lateral angle of uterus. This is isthmus. This is ampulla, most dilated part. This is infundibulum or fimbriated end, because fimbria attached here. This is urinary bladder and vesico-uterine pouch. Between urinary bladder and uterus, vesico-uterine pouch formed by vesico-uterine fold of peritoneum. This is uterus, and this space between uterus and rectum is the recto-uterine pouch, which is formed by fold of peritoneum. This is broad ligament laterally. Broad ligament has, this is at the upper border, it is attached, uterine tube is attached at the upper border of broad ligament. Ovarian ligament is attached posterior inferior to the attachment of fallopian tube, and this is round ligament, which is present at the anterior layer of broad ligament and attached to the uterus just anterior inferior to the attachment of fallopian tube. This is round ligament, which is present. This is round ligament, which is present on the anterior layer of broad ligament and attached to the uterus just anterior inferior to the attachment of fallopian tube. This is ovarian ligament, present in the posterior layer of broad ligament and attached to the uterus posterior inferior to the attachment of uterine tube. And the part of broad ligament between uterine tube and ovarian ligament is called mesosalpinx. The part of broad ligament below the ovarian ligament is called mesometrium. Part of broad ligament between fimbriated end of ovary, between upper part of broad ligament between upper pool of ovary and uterine and part of broad ligament between upper pool of ovary and lateral pelvic wall and fimbriated end of ovarian fallopian tube is called infundibulopelvic ligament. I am clearing this again. Part of broad ligament between upper pool of ovary and fimbriated end of uterine tube and lateral pelvic wall constitute the infundibulopelvic ligament. This is rectum. This is vagina. Now uterus. This is uterus. Fundus is convex, dome-shaped and directed forwards and slightly downwards. Concavity of the interior surface directed forwards, and upper two-thirds of interior surface is smooth, shiny, and upper two-thirds of interior surface is covered by peritoneum. Fallopian tube arises from the lateral angle of the uterine tube and directed laterally. It has body and cervix. Lower part is this is body, this is cervix, and part above the imaginary line joining the two lateral angle is called fundus. Between fundus and cervix is the body proper, and this is cervix. This is the sagittal section of uterus. Here, this is body and this is cervix. Opening between uterine body and cervix is the internal os. Opening between cervical canal and vagina is the external os. Cervix is the extent from internal os to external os. This is the interior of uterine cavity. Histological structure from outer to inner: perimetrium, myometrium, and innermost is endometrium. These will be cleared on microscopy because it is the microscopic structure or histological structure of endometrium. This is cervical canal from internal os to external os. Cervical canal is continuous with the cavity of body of uterus by internal os, and cervical canal is continuous with the vagina by the external os. These are all about viscera of female reproductive organs.